Hello friends, today we will talk about the Giza Pyramid Complex, also known as the Giza Necropolis. It is an archaeological site on the Giza Plateau in Greater Cairo, Egypt. The Giza Pyramid Complex consists of the Great Pyramid, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu, the somewhat smaller Pyramid of Khafre, and the Pyramid of Menkaure. As for the Sphinx, it is located on the eastern side of the complex. Most Egyptologists say that the head of the Sphinx is the head of King Khafre. These pyramids were all built during the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom in ancient Egypt between 2600 and 2500 BC. The site also includes several cemeteries and the remains of a workers' village. The complex is located on the edge of the Western Desert, about 9 kilometers west of the Nile River in Giza, and about 13 kilometers southwest of downtown Cairo. The Great Pyramid and the Pyramid of Khafre are among the largest pyramids built in ancient Egypt. They are by far the oldest and only surviving wonders of the ancient world. The pyramids are royal tombs, each bearing the name of the king who built it and was buried in it. Pyramid construction is a stage in the development of tomb architecture in ancient Egypt. It began with a small pit that turned into an underground room and then into several rooms topped with a terrace. Then it evolved to take the shape of a stepped pyramid. It took nearly 20 years to build the Great Pyramid and 10 years to build the corridors and lower parts of the pyramid. The stones used to build the Great Pyramid were cut from the area surrounding the pyramid, and the stones for the outer covering were from the Mount Tura area. The granite stones used in the interior rooms are from Aswan quarries. They brought it via the Nile River, which reached the pyramid area at that time. The stones were cut and separated from each other by making holes at close distances in the piece of stone to be cut. Then some wooden pegs were hammered into them and water was placed on them. As the wood was soaked with water, its size increased inside the piece of stone, and as the hammering continued on it, it separated from each other and then was finished. Trim and polish it using a stronger type of stone such as granite or diorite. The ancient Egyptians used a sandy road to build the pyramids, where pieces of stone were placed on wooden sledges with round palm tree trunks underneath that worked like wheels. The sleds were pulled with ropes and bulls, with water sprinkled on the sand to facilitate the pulling process. As the height increased, they increased in the sand until the top of the pyramid. Then the pyramid was covered with smooth limestone from top to bottom and gradually removed sand. The pyramid shape of the ancient Egyptians was linked to the idea of the origin of the universe. They also believed, according to some of their religious writings and texts, that the pyramid was a means to help the soul of the deceased reach heaven with the god Ra. We can sometimes see the sun's rays among the clouds, which also take a pyramid shape, and this was also one of the many means that could help them ascend to the sky. We also see the pyramidal shape on top of obelisks and some small tombs of individuals in southern Egypt. Even when the kings of the New Kingdom thought about building their tombs on the western mainland in the Valley of the Kings and digging them into the interior of the mountain to protect them from theft, they did not abandon the pyramidal shape, which was naturally represented at the top of the mountain itself. Goodbye. See you soon on a new journey with ancient Egyptian civilization.